Um, this was a request. Um, this was a requested topic um, out of my comments. Um, how to deal with a breakup, and from my experience, I had a few. Um, but my first breakup actually was my first heartbreak. First time I got my heart broke. First time I felt that shit for real. Like went through it, experienced it. I was on bullshit. You know what I mean? I was drinking a lot. I was partying. I was getting high, smoking weed. I was young. I was in the streets a lot. And a lot of people say the first one is the hardest one. And I just say it all depends. You know what I'm saying? For me, the reason it hurt so much was because this was a good one. This was a real good one. Um, recommended from my mom. Like my mom recommended, she came, this woman came highly recommended. Um, she knew my mom. She was a good girl, good woman, good girl. Um, and I cried, you know what I mean? When she broke it off with me, I cried. Um, I was angry, sad. Like I told myself, like I would never get in a relationship again. I never put myself in a situation like that again. I'll never be that vulnerable with a woman again. You know, I was crushed. You know what I'm saying? But I think what hurt the most, what fucked me up the most was it was nothing she did. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody perfect, bro. But she was good to me, and realizing it was my fault. You know what I'm saying? That hurt the most. That crushed me the most. Of course, the fact that she broke up with me and I wasn't able to break it off, so some ego, some pride in there. But the fact that when I was able to reflect on the situation and, um, you know, revisit it, um, just on a mental tip, like, and like I said, reflect, like I realized that it was my fault. Now, the more important part of this video, um, to your question, um, you know, uh, on how to get over a breakup. This one situation, recent, um, more in depth. Um, this situation probably could help you a lot more. Um, so I'm currently with my lady that I've been with for almost 18 years, but we went through a really, really big separation. Um, I treated her bad as well. Just having things that I suppressed, traumas, um, the way I've seen women get treated, whether it's you know whether it was music, TV, movies, shit I seen my mom go through. Um, I wasn't the best at how I treated my women, treated women that I was with, and so along this situation in this relationship, almost being together for 18 years, throughout the relationship, I verbally abused my lady. Um, just like other relationships, I'm like a verbal, and I'm working on that, and I'm getting better with it. But I'm pretty bad with verbal abuse. Like I said, I kind of like came up that way, seeing it, being around it. Don't make it okay, but just being honest and transparent. But I abused my lady verbally for so much of the relationship. I took her for granted. I mistreated her, kind of looked down at her, looked down toward her. You know what I mean? Like kind of looked at her as if like she was below me or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I was the breadwinner majority of the relationship. As we created our family, so it was just different things. I had resentment for my own reasons. Just going through different phases of the relationship, highs and lows, and feeling like I was the only one going through, or I was the only one that was getting his ass kicked by life. So I felt like some sort of resentment. It was a slew of things, man. But overall, I mistreated this person that I cared about a lot. And everybody has that point in time in their life, or they should, most people, where enough is enough, and they had enough of the bullying or feeling unappreciated, and amongst other things. And every now and again, you'll have people that will um, try to, stand up for themselves as they should. You know what I mean? And uh, regain or gain a voice. You know what I'm saying? And um, I think what happened was, I know what happened. I know that what happened was she found her voice. She stood up for herself, and she had reached a breaking point where she wanted to um, figure out what it is she wanted to do for herself. So she broke it off. You know what I mean? She had some things she thought that, she had to look into or see about, and she broke it off, basically. And me being who I am, and most people probably can relate, I guess it's selfish, but you kind of want to heads up when anything that has to do with you is about to happen, so you can prepare for it. And um, she didn't give me that. Let's just say I was blindsided. She had been making or creating an exit strategy, an exit plan for a while before she finally made her move to separate away from me. I didn't see it coming because things was how they always been. I was doing shit that I always was doing, acting how I always was acting. So one day she just laid it on me. And I think it was the typical argument, fallout, disagreement. And I said some things that I usually say, and that was it. You know, curtains closed, lights off, lights out. She had made her decision to, uh, exit, and I felt it immediately because the same routine, cheering her up, saying certain shit to make her come around, it wasn't working. And day 2, day 3, day 4, I'm like, yo, by now, like, we be back good, like, back kicking it, happy, you know what I'm saying, moving right along and shit. And this time it was different. And it kind of shook me a little bit, like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm doing my usual shit that usually work, and it ain't working. And eventually, I asked her, and we talked and shit, and she just let me know, like, I can't do this, like, no more. Like, I need to focus on me. I spent a long time just making everything about you, allowing you to treat me a certain way. I prioritize you over myself. So she was basically letting me know, like, look, I'm making a move to better myself. You know what I mean? Like, I need my independence back. I need to love myself more, shit like that. And she made the move. She made the decision to break up with me. And like I stated with the first situation, because these two, it wasn't a lot, but these two really, really hit me. These were good people. And so when she said it and I knew how serious she was, it crushed me. Um, and I'm gonna be honest, I cried about this. I went through so many different emotions. I'm gonna say this: how to get over a breakup for a man, especially. I'm gonna be real. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt until it don't. Um, she had made that decision, and I mean, I tried everything, bro. And it's true what they say: you don't realize what you had until it's gone. And it just all hit me at once. I started to think about my kids, like I talked about with the other breakup I had that meant something to me. I was really angry at myself because it was my fault again, and I just felt like, damn, like maybe it is me. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just hit differently, bro. When you look in the mirror and realize you the problem. You know what I mean? And I was just like, damn, man, like this the second good one that I let slip away, or you know what I'm saying? And I try to do a lot. We still had certain things in common, certain responsibilities living together, like a lot of shit that we had together. So it was even harder, you know what I mean, at first, just still seeing her and waking up in the same house and, doing we gotta do shit for the kids. And so it was extremely hard. Um, until it wasn't, and what I would say, man, for real, with breakups and when you separate, if you really are done and you don't want to try to make it work or get back with that person, if you really are uh, trying to get over it and move on, like I said, it's gonna hurt till it don't. And that's real shit. That could take weeks. I mean, it was days, bro. I was waking up every day hoping that I was dreaming. Um, hoping that today would be the day that she'll come around, or I'll get my opportunity to prove that I love her and I care about her. And, you know, but sometimes it's too late. A lot of the shit that I was trying to do was shit that I could have been doing along the relationship, but I took it for granted. Um, because you know what it was, bro. When you get with somebody and y'all go through so much and y'all be together for a long time, speaking for me as a man, what it was, bro, it was like she ain't going nowhere. I got comfortable. I became complacent. She ain't going nowhere. Where's she going at? We got 3 kids. We've been through the trenches together. We done been through the highs, lows, more lows than highs, but we prevailed. Like I'm checking off all of the all of the shit, you know what I mean? And holding on to that, and realizing certain things at the time we got in. I got comfortable, and I just realized, like, I felt like she wasn't going nowhere. Uh, I felt like, I felt like that, and I took it for granted. So, um, yeah, I was just trying to do everything I could, and it was just kind of like too late. But how I got over it, bro, and I did get over it. And it's funny how things just happen. Uh, I started working out. I started getting back into certain regimens that I had. I started waking up early, 5 in the morning, um, walking every day. That was my thing. Just working out, uh, keeping my mind busy. I started loving me. It was a blessing in disguise. I was reintroduced to myself. I was able to um, start loving me again, start pouring into me again, start focusing on me primarily. And it helped me getting up, having a routine, working out, not sitting around moping, not watching porn, uh, not doom scrolling and shit like that, looking at other chicks, or, because I tried that. I reached out to some old females that I used to deal with. I was eager. I was trying to get in touch with whoever I could, you know. Um, what's the saying, like, to get over somebody, get under somebody new? That's bullshit. That's just more chaos. That's just more uh, you're just gonna go through more shit. You're gonna be in more pain. You're gonna think about her more because now you with somebody else, so you thinking about who she probably with or who she could possibly be with. Because if you doing this, you can only imagine what she doing. Maybe she with an ex or a old person of interest. Um, the answer is 100% not getting with somebody new, trying to fuck as many females as you can, trying to talk to as many females as you can, trying to text and link up with as many. That shit don't work, bro. You just, you just, you just, you just leaving something. You just making it worse. I ain't even going. You just leaving. You just making it worse, bro. Um, you're not even really healing from the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, you putting a band-aid on a fucking on a bullet wound. You know what I mean? So you're just making it worse. So cancel all of that. A time like that, getting over a breakup is a time to go into solitude, uh, reflect, reflect on what you did wrong, what you can do better, how you can be better the next go around. If you want to really reinsert yourself into the dating world, into a relationship one day, you definitely want to reflect. You definitely want to go into solitude. You want to detach from things. If you got kids, of course, you spending time with them. You doing shit like that. But overall, if you got a job, you going to work, you grinding, you making your money, you trying to stay busy, stay active, work out so you can feel good about yourself, work out often. Like I said, no porn, bro. Um, uh, really just spending time with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Spending time with yourself. Like I said, just going through things and reflecting on things so you can be better the next time. Another big one for me was no contact. Uh, it went from us being around each other and me trying to do everything in my uh, everything in my will, anything that was possible to get her back, to uh, just recentering my focus on myself. And once I started to, and I was doing this before I knew what the no contact was, but uh, I stopped having sex with her. I stopped initiating sex. Uh, I stopped calling and texting and shit. I started moving as if that person didn't exist anymore. And that helped a lot too. Um, the things that she was used to me doing, even during the breakup, I stopped doing. So I don't know if that piqued her interest. I don't know if that made her do a 180. I don't know. I stopped caring. I stopped focusing on that. Like I said, I was focused on myself. And I was getting better. I was losing the weight because I've been bullshitting with getting back on my fitness journey. I started losing the weight. Um, I started just becoming better. I stopped drinking for a while, like a nice amount of time. Like it was some positivity about me. I was really getting over it. You know what I mean? And I don't know if she's seen that. I don't know if she felt the energy, the aura about me. I started really getting back to who I was, like, the better me before the relationship. Maybe the guy that she first fell in love with, or maybe certain qualities I lost while in a relationship. But I don't know. And when she would see me, um, something was different, and you know she one day just reached out like, I want my family back. I wanna this is what I've always wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, bro, I don't know if by me going through solitude, by me going through uh my process, um me being on that journey, I don't know if uh that helped the situation. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that uh change things. It definitely changed me. It made me a better me. I needed that breakup. I needed that separation because I found me during that time. And she came back around, and because I felt like it was my fault to begin with, which it was, I gave it another shot, and we are back together, and we are working through it, and things are better because things are different. um, Accountability is there, respect is there first and foremost. The love always was there, but what I will say is, um, in order to get over a breakup, you can't go around it, bro. You gotta go through it, and it's gonna hurt until it doesn't. But the key things is to go into solitude. Um, don't try to don't try to replace, or uh, don't try to get over somebody by getting under somebody new. Don't try to heal your wounds, bro, with cheap shit, or with bullshit, or with trying to talk to everybody and try. You know what I mean? That's like I said, most of the shit that people do when they separate from people or they get out of relationships, they put band-aids on gunshot wounds. And it's like, you just have to heal. You have to allow yourself to heal from the breakup. You cannot cheat the process. You cannot uh it's no quick fixes. It's no shortcuts. You can't cut any corners. You really just have to go through it. But one of the biggest things, bro, one of the biggest things for me, and if I miss some things, you can ask me. You can, you know, request that I speak. I might have left some shit out. I'm sure I did. The biggest thing, bro, that you gotta live and die by, though, no contact. No contact, no fucking, no no link ups. You have to fight the urges, you have to fight the temptation. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna go as far as saying this: don't fuck nothing while you trying to heal. Yeah, don't exert any energy to lust or sex while you trying to heal from a breakup. Get on that semen retention shit real heavy, and it's going, I wouldn't say it's going to speed up the process, but it's going to help you heal uh efficiently, very efficiently. You'll heal from it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, the sex shit, it just transmute into emotion. You start to remember her. You might rub one out after you done. Now you worrying about, damn, I feel like shit. I wonder who really fucking her, or maybe somebody fucking her. Maybe she linked up with somebody. If I'm doing this, I can't imagine what she doing. If you with a chick, you gonna be like, well, if I'm with a chick, I know she with a nigga. I know she with another guy. And it's going to keep you stuck, bro. It's going to stagnate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to fuck your process up. You're going to be shooting yourself in the foot. You're going to be sabotaging your own healing and your own process, and you never want to do that. I know it's hard. You're gonna miss a person. You're gonna want to reach out. You're gonna want to talk. All of that. I went through that shit, bro. I wanted to talk to her. I wanted to see her. I just became this different nigga overnight. When I had her, I didn't care to do none of that shit because I was complacent. I was comfortable. I was content. And once she broke it off with me, and I realized and always understood and knew that I was the problem, it just hurt even more. But what helped me was when I stopped initiating and stopped suggesting sex, thinking that that's going to keep her with me, or that's going to change her mind. Because yeah, a few times, nigga, I'm giving her grade grade A, top tier. I'm always trying to deliver and get her to the finish line and do my part. But I'm putting extra on it because I'm hoping that she realize, or she see like, damn, I'm giving this up. I'm gonna be missing this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the other niggas can't do it. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm doing everything to be in front of her and remind her, hey, it's me. I'm a good catch. I'm good. I'm this. We got kids together. And on top of that, I'm good at this and I'm good at that. Why would you want to get that up? But when a person is done, when a person is emotionally checked out, when they had all that they can have and take, they gonna make the decision that's best for them. And rightfully so. It just hurt when it happened to us. It hurt when it hit home. We don't want to go through, as people, we don't want to go through nothing, and that's cool. That's understandable. But it's gonna hurt until it don't. And the best way to get over things, not just relationships, but just in general, is to not go around them, go through them, come out on the other side, go through the pain. I'm talking about, nigga, I woke up some mornings and just wanted to lay in bed because I was like, yo, this shit ain't no dream. This shit real. She not talking to me. And, we started out, we was in the same crib throughout some majority of this process. You know what I mean? She in a whole nother room. I'm like, well, look, this our room. You can come, you can at least sleep in here. You can come lay in the bed, like, I mean, get some rest. No, I don't want to, I'm cool. I don't want to send no mixed signals. I don't want to send you the wrong idea. Like, I'm like, damn, bro. How can this person I love, and we went through so much, so many great times, and shared so many great moments and great memories, and it's like, I don't even know this motherfucker. They just switched up. But she was planning her exit. So when it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was blindsided like a motherfucker. I had no idea. I'm talking about, bro, imagine today is Thursday. You go to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, and the person is totally different. Tomorrow, Friday, this person, I'm talking about, bro, it was times that I thought I was bugging. I'm like, yo, this spirituality shit real. Like, maybe she just, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she just changed into some different shit. Like, I start thinking all types of conspiracy theory shit, like, including, like, with the spirituality shit. I'm like, yo, maybe she an NPC or something. Like, maybe something, like, all these full moons and shit. I'm thinking all types of shit. Like, yo, this is not my person. It's not the person that I know, because she just changed so quick, bro. Overnight, that shit was just over with, and it was just like, it was the hardest shit, man. I mean, I used to I just wanted to pray it away. I just was hoping, like, man, please let this shit be over, man. Like, you know what I mean? Let her come back and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because I just felt like somebody hijacked her shit. like, I'm like, this not her, bro. Like, this not her. This shit can't be. Like, where this shit come from? I know I was bad, but I didn't realize how bad. And then on top of that, like I said, you never know what a person, you never know. The right hand might not know what the left hand doing. And I definitely didn't see that shit coming, so it like kind of fucked me up a lot. Not kinda, it fucked me up a lot. But speaking from experience, bro, oh man, even talking about this shit just hard, like, because it's still, it ain't that far, like, it ain't that long ago, for real, like, I mean, and just not being ready and just having to get through it and fight through it, not give up. You know what I mean? Because it was times and points that, like I said, it was over. And I just had to focus on myself, love myself, reassure myself, and get through it. And as time progressed, I got better. I started to get over this shit. Was getting over her. I got over her, really. I was just like, all right, I'm good now. Like, it took a while, bro. Maybe a month, maybe longer, I don't know. But I got to that point where I knew, like, I'm good. I don't, whatever. And I don't want to be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And once I started operating like that, and I was just like embracing being single and reassuring myself that I'm going to be with somebody that, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to really vet my person and all of that kind of shit. She came back around, I don't know, like I said, if she's seeing a change, or maybe she realized some things, but she came back around, and that's a whole nother story. But yeah, man. Hopefully this helped you, bro. I appreciate the comment and the request. I kind of like doing these, you know what I mean? And it helped for an easy title too. So I got a few other ones I think I want to do. But let me know. I mean, if I left something out, I'm sure I did. I definitely could do a part 2 or a continuation, a follow-up to this joint, or just, add on. Let me know, bro. Hopefully this helped you, man. Real shit. I appreciate you.